So things are looking pretty different compared to my other videos. That is because I moved home. About a month ago, me and my former roommate got a call. It was like December 3rd, I think. We got a call that our building was shutting down on the 31st and we had like 3 weeks to get out basically. Ended up just putting all my stuff in storage and moving back home with my grandparents. It's a big change. I'm 23, living in the room that I was when I was like 18. I just wanted to address that before I started filming the rest of the video. It would probably be very confusing for you guys to try and figure that out on your own. So I could have stayed in that city, but I really did not enjoy living there anymore. I of course love my friends and my job and the memories I made, but I didn't really have a purpose there. I didn't really have a goal there. I moved there for a relationship that I no longer am in, and I moved there for school that I ended up dropping out of because my program got defunded. I was just kind of floating around and existing there. It just wasn't feeling good. I was feeling like I was wasting my time, and I figured that I should just move back home, save some money, and think about what I wanted to do next and make a decision off of that instead of frantically re-signing a lease somewhere there for the next year and being stuck in the same cycle. With all that being said, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. It's gonna be normal. Everything's gonna be normal. It's just different, a little bit different scenery. I'm in the middle of a cornfield. It's pretty quiet, it's pretty slow, and I'm in a double wide trailer. So. Yesterday we ended up running out of paint. This morning I woke up at like 8 a.m. immediately went to the paint store. I got 2 gallons and I'm hoping that I can get the rest of my room done today. So I have this middle wall to do, and then I have this wall right there, and then I also have that little wall over there. I'm gonna get started. I just had some breakfast and coffee. It is almost 10 o'clock. That's what I'm gonna be doing until further notice, so let's keep going. So it's been a couple days. I finally got my room all the way painted. I got everything moved back to place, and now the only thing left I have to do is hang up my pictures. Originally the color was supposed to be a little bit more creamier, but it's kind of like buttered yellow. I still really like it. It's way better than the millennial gray that was on it before. So today is Wednesday. It's about noon right now. I've already ate breakfast and did my little routine for the morning. I also ended up finishing braiding Sweetgrass, which I have been reading since September. I got halfway through it and then stopped reading it in like October, and I was originally gonna not finish it, but then I was like, you know what? I really enjoy this book. I need to just sit down and finish it because you guys wanna know something? I only finished 2 books in 2025. 2. So that's what I've been doing the last couple of days, is just getting through it, and I love this book, you know? So I just need to suck it up and put my head down. But yeah, I finished it this morning. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna start reading next, but I'm gonna be thinking about that today. I'm also about to go on a little walk. I've been really wanting to start running and walking. Never ran a day in my life, so I don't know where that's coming from. It's kind of not necessarily nice out, but it's not snowy and it's not very windy. So I think it might be the perfect day for a walk. So my walk ended up being 1.2 miles. Took me about 30 minutes and it was so peaceful. I was listening to Bon Iver the whole time until on my way back, these really big dogs ran up on me and that was really scary, but they were fine. They didn't do anything. I'm having a cup of coffee and I'm gonna start reading The Witches. It's about Salem. I don't know why, but I've really been wanting to read this. It's been on my shelf for a while. I just finished a nonfiction and I wanted to, I guess, continue the trend with another one. So I'm gonna start reading this while I finish my coffee. So as you can see, we got some things hung up on the walls. It's definitely not exactly all the way done, but I am very happy with most of the things that I hung up. I did that yesterday, and then I was crocheting a hat, and I also finished that. And this is what the hat looks like. I love it so much. It's so cute. I've been wanting to use this yarn. I think I'm gonna make a couple more. Right now, what we're gonna do is make my vision board for this year. I printed out these pictures a few days ago and I just haven't been able to like sit down and make my vision board, and I'm very excited to do so. So that's what we're gonna do. But I also wanted to share some of my like goals and resolutions for this year and some things that I want to do and stuff like that. I'm so excited to make this vision board. 2025 was like not a real year for me. I kind of just like am pretending that it didn't happen. So this year I put a lot of things on my list of things I wanted to do and things I wanted to get done, and I'm obviously not going to get all of them done. For my 75 hard, journal, read, be creative, like drawing, knitting, painting, just something to like put my creative energy into. Yoga, morning or night, or both, because I really like to move my body at the beginning of the day or the end of the day. And I used to love doing yoga and I just kind of fell out of that. 1 hour of phone, which has been pretty easy because I deleted Instagram and TikTok and everything. I don't really have to worry about that because I'm not on my phone much besides if I was to have social media. So I wanted to get back into my morning and night routines and stick to them, which I've been doing pretty good at because if I don't have a routine, I kind of go crazy. And then brain stimulation, so puzzles, crosswords, or word searches. And so naturally when I want to do something like this, my camera runs out of storage. So I'm just gonna keep going on my phone and hopefully it turns out okay. Basically what I have done is I've separated it into 3 things, which is personal, career, and then travel. What I'm gonna do is just kind of put them all together and see what I have left over, and then if I need to make a smaller one, I'm gonna make a smaller one. But while I do this, I just wanted to talk to you guys about some goals and stuff that I've been wanting to do this year and things I've been wanting to do for a while and I just haven't. Yeah, I feel like 2025 was not a very good year for me, and I didn't really get to do a lot of the goals that I had in mind. I only read 2 books. That is so unlike me. I would start a whole bunch of books and not finish them, And then I just kind of got caught up in a lot of things that didn't really matter. I wasn't really taking care of myself, and I just really don't want to do that this year. I really want to stick to my goals and do them and be happy that I did them and look back and be like, okay, I can do hard things and I can do fun things and whatnot. So where should I start first? Film camera. I have 3 of them. I've never used them before, and I don't even really know how to use them. And this is like something that's major. I really want to learn how to use them. And then I would love to eventually make a scrapbook out of all my film pictures, or obviously have a photo book full of them. Another goal I have is running. I don't really have a picture of running on here, but I've really been wanting to get into running, and I'm not really sure why. I don't even know if I'll stick to it, but I know a lot of people who run and they seem like the happiest people ever. So I want to try and do that. And I've also just like been having a lot of energy that I need to get out. I feel like running would be a really good outlet. Cooking and baking. I don't really know how to cook for myself, and I've been learning slowly but surely the last few days. I'm 23. I should know how to make a few meals, so that's a goal this year as well. And especially good food. I know how to make like eggs. I feel like, you know, everybody knows how to make eggs and like the super simple basic ones, but I would love to start learning how to make more complicated meals. I also don't have this one on there, but Spanish and French. I took both of them in high school. I kept up with my French for a little bit when I went to school, and then I just kind of stopped doing them. And I'd really like to get back into them because they're so useful, and I just love those languages. I also have the banjo and harmonica on here, which I don't know where I'd get a banjo, and I don't really know where I'd get a harmonica, but I'm very intrigued with those, and I would love to learn how to do them. I want to get back into pottery. I used to throw on the wheel, and I made a lot of pottery when I was living in St. Louis because we had a wheel and stuff down in the basement. I didn't find a studio in the last city I lived in, and there's a studio here that I just need to get in contact with to see if they do like private lessons and stuff. But I would love to do that because the older I get, the more I appreciate good pottery and good potters. I don't have a picture of this, but it is to make my own cards, like thank you notes and happy birthdays, things like that. I think that would be really fun and a really fun way to like exercise my creativeness, and also just to like save money and make like things a little bit more personified. That's not the right word. You know what I mean? Make it my own and make it genuine for the person who's receiving it. Kind of goes hand in hand, but scrapbooking. I would love to get into scrapbooking. I have like 2 huge boxes full of like all my like tickets and stickers and literal trash from memories that I have, and I want to put all of those into a scrapbook and keep going throughout however many years I want to keep doing it. But I think that that would be really fun and a really good way to like reflect on things and reflect on stuff that I've done. This one's kind of random, but macrame plant hangers. Yeah, I have some rope that I really want to use to make that. So I'm gonna make that this year. So another thing that I haven't done in a really long time is ride a bike, which mostly is because I don't own a bike. So this year I really would like to buy one and ride it because that was like one of my favorite things to do growing up, and I think that that would heal a lot of things in me. So I'd like to get a bike and I'd like to ride it around. I've been saying I've been wanting to do this forever, and I've just never done it. So I'm gonna do it. I want to read at least 30 books. I'm gonna do it. I am going to get back on my reading grind because like I said last year, 2 books, unacceptable. Not doing that again. Those are my goals. Like I said, there's a lot this year, but it gives me a big enough space to like try things out, see if I even like them, and if I don't, then I can just cross them off, you know, and be like, well, I tried it, and that's all that matters.
Cancellation, which is taking both time and